Hey guys, I'm Annie. This is going to be a fun video. Ableton have just released Ableton 11 and Spitfire Audio have collabed with Ableton to release some packs. And I've used Spitfire before, they've got such great stuff and they asked me if I want to like demo it, give it a go, make a little video from it. Obviously yes. So I'm going to try and capture the whole process from literally downloading the packs to the final little 1-minute video. So let's go. I'm just on the download page seeing what there is. So new instruments in collaboration with Spitfire Audio. There's an upright piano, there's a string quartet, nice, and there's a brass quartet. Okay, cool. I can get some like strings and brass into a little tune. Wicked, let's do this. It's the easiest download and install ever. As soon as it's downloaded, you literally get up Ableton, drag it in, and then it's over here in your packs folder. Now I've got to figure out what I kind of want to do to show these off. They've also said that they want 3 different angles, so they want a visual of the push, they want of me doing it, and they want a screen record of what's going on in Ableton. I've also got to think about like what I can do the same thing twice because I don't have 3 cameras, or well, even 2. So I can screen record the screen, that's not a problem, but I can't have a camera on this and on me, so I've got to be able to do the same thing twice so that it actually matches up. So the main difference doing this video to how I normally kind of work my workflow is a little bit different because they want me to use an MPE controller to actually play the instrument. So when I'm doing my tunes, I don't actually use the push to play anything. I'm not using it to play any instruments. I'm using it to trigger and run my Ableton project. Whereas they want me to actually show how these new instruments integrate with this controller, which is really cool and not a biggie. It's just changing things up, which is really exciting. I love doing new stuff. It just basically means that I'm gonna have to go, actually let me show you here, from note to play the actual instrument to session to then get my clips and record stuff in. And with Live 11 there's actually been some changes to the push as well. I'm just doing some reading on it. You can basically switch the pressure setting from mono to poly. So you've always had pressure sensitivity on the push, but with poly on, it's doing that for every individual pad. So if you're playing lightly with your right hand but hard with your left, it's gonna get that. So what I need to do is go into the setup. There it is, there's pressure, it's automatically on mono. So 11 makes it have the option of poly, set it to poly, off setup, awesome. I'm really happy that there's a grand piano in this pack. I think that's like the most important instrument that you can have. I use it to write everything. It's either guitar or grand piano. And I really like this grand piano. It's sick. Anyway, I've been playing around with chords, got some chords that I like. So I'm gonna kind of build the track in Ableton, and then when it comes to filming it, I'll move everything that I've got down. This is what I normally do, move it all down, and then I replay it all in so everything's live. So here's the first layer here, chords I just put in. I always write down the chords so I don't forget what I played. I'm currently doing some drums and I kind of want to, I don't really know what vibe I want to take it. I could take it like housey, kind of techno-y, like. But I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, look at this bit of hair. So yeah, I'm gonna have a play around with a little bit more drums. To be honest, I think chords and drums, and you've got a vibe. So they have to be the vibe that you want. I'm not sure where I want to take it yet. I don't even know how, like, I've got absolutely no idea how this can turn out or where it's going to go. Like, I don't know if I'm going to have vocals on it. I don't know if I'm going to have guitar on it. It can only be, like, I'm stuck to 60 seconds on this one because Spitfire want this demo, a 60-second video, so that they can use it for their channels. So I'm at 119 BPM, so we're kind of in the realm of like, unless we go half time, it's not going to be super chill, but if we go half time, it's going to be super chill. So I just made this beat that's a bit like. But that's too laid back for me, I think. I need something with a bit more energy right now. I'm kind of tempted to take it funky, but I can't because the funk and those chords just aren't funky. Like, so it's not going to work that's kind of like. Yeah, no. Okay, I think I've got a little beat that I kind of like. It's like kind of chill, but still got the energy. And I'm thinking I could start with this beat and then maybe add another beat after. With all this stuff, as I've only got a minute, and in all my other things, I've already made the beat, and I'm gonna put it on a clip, and I'm just gonna trigger that in, so I'm not gonna go and play it. One, because the beat's too complex to be able to play on just on the pads, and two, I don't have the time to be playing in the drum beats and doing this in 60 seconds. I'm just using a little editor to make my beats. I'll show you it. Over here is like the roll, the sequencer of what's going on, and then over here, so I've got kick 1, kick 2, snare, clap, and you can change all of these samples, right? To anything. You can alter its length, you can, in fact I might bring that in a bit. I use a mixture of the drums that are already in here, and I've got 1,000,001 sample packs. My favourite ones I've put in here, and I can use all my own drum sounds. Here's what the beat sounds like if I haven't showed you already. I like it. It's like, it's a good start, I think. It's like, it gives it some movement and it gives it some groove, but it's not overpowering, and it allows me to be able to add something in a bit bigger later. So I just want that as a clip now. So I'm gonna render that whole drum beat as a WAV file, so it's an audio file. It's therefore smaller, and I can get rid of that MIDI track, which is taking up more CPU. Now I'm gonna see how I can incorporate the other sounds into this. They said they want one of the packs to be featured as the main source, and to use all three if you want. I'm gonna try and use all three, like, it's fun, it's a challenge. And I never usually use strings or brass in my tunes, so that will be fun. Let me show you something awesome with the push. So I'm playing the instrument on here, which I never normally do. So this to me is, I mean, I get it, but it's not like a guitar or a piano for me, right? So what you can do is you can go to scale here. Yeah, so you click scale. Up here, oh, I was already on it. Okay, so you can either have it in key or chromatic. If it's chromatic, right, it's chromatic. If you go in key, you can pick which key you're in. I'm in D minor, so that's F major, so put it in F. And now, it's only giving me the notes that are in the key, which is super handy to play instruments on this thing. I'm just gonna put a reverb on these and assign it, I think, to one of these knobs so that I can like play the brass or the string and increase the reverb, so it's like that made no sense whatsoever, but you'll see what I mean. I'm a bird, I'm a liar, I'm a sucker for desire, I'm a oh. So I've assigned the mix of my Valhalla room to this fader. So when I move this, okay, you can see that moves, so that you can see what I mean with this reverb thing. All right, there's the brass. Now I can add some reverb to it. Cool. So I currently, this could all change, but have the strings doing like something that I'd normally do on the guitar, like like a little bit funky. Put some reverb on it though, so, but not too much. Anyway, it sounds kind of like this. I've kind of figured that I want to have a vocal, and I want to have the brass following the vocal, I think. That's what I'm thinking right now anyway. But I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get lunch. I've put this plugin called Gatekeeper on the strings, so it makes it sound like this. Gives it like some rhythm and bounce. It kind of takes away the string vibe, but I'm just playing with it, like, it's fun. I'm gonna record that part in. Shit, I realised I've just been going away on my own while I've never really done that day. So where was I? I've changed a few things. I've got a little vocal melody idea, chopped it up a little bit as well, so I've put some on the pads. Now I just got my guitar to see if I can just add a quick 4-bar thing maybe to do at the end if there's time, hopefully. I do the most annoying things when I'm like doing vocals. So I leave the track running and I just like sing ideas in my head, and whilst I'm doing that I like play with stuff, and I just disassembled my entire tripod without really realising it because I'm just in a little zone. Then I went to put my phone in to do this and I was like, ah! I had to reassemble the thing. So I just want to show you what I've got so far. The piano we've already done, right, we've been through that. Oh. Okay, and then what I've done is I've put a gatekeeper on the brass, which has made it sound like this. And then the strings, I've done a similar thing. So okay, cool. And then what I've done, normally I play the bass in, but I'm not gonna have enough time, so I've just put it in here and I'm gonna keep this. So when I do the actual performance, I'm gonna move all of this down, so I've got 3 clips to do it in, but these two, the bass and the drums, are gonna leave them there, so I just trigger it. The bass. So that's a fat bass, and then the drums. And then I've added some guitar, which I'll also play in, but super simple, just a little octave thing, give it some movement, give it some more groove. And then I've got a vocal idea, which, ready for this, is just me mumbling rubbish. So that's hopefully kind of how it's gonna sound. I haven't figured out an order that I'm gonna do it or anything. I know that I'll start with piano and then I want to do maybe brass, but then after that I haven't figured out what's next. I think I want to keep vocals to the end because I'm trying to showcase the instruments in this. I've got to figure out the rest of the lyrics, and then, so I chopped up the vocal and put it on a drum rack and assigned it so over here. Just in case I feel like playing around, so there's like, suddenly I don't care. Yeah, just having a bit of fun. I don't know you, but I don't care. Yeah, I quite like you. You kinda just came out of nowhere. Yeah. Oh my god. I think I've got the whole thing now. Now I have to figure out how I'm gonna be able to do this live. Number one reason of putting it in clips like this is, one, so I can remember everything that I've put in, else, like, you know, I've forgotten what I played there now, so I now have reference that I can go back to. And 2, to get the arrangement, so now I'm literally just going to play around with all these. I know I'm going to end with these 3 because these are the Spitfire packs, which I'm doing this video for. But other than that, I need to figure out which order, and it's so much easier rather than like doing it and sitting at the push and all of that, just to move these around until I kind of figured out what I want to do. I think that I've got the order. I'm still just messing around with clips. I'm not actually playing anything in yet. So this is how I think it's gonna go. Something like this, so I'll start with the piano. And because that's 2 bars, it gives me enough time to come over here, hit this, go into notes, and get this pads going. It's a quick change here, back to session, trigger. Now I've triggered that, so it's given me enough time to go back here, hit this, go to note, and record and label the track as well. Boom. Back to session, hit the guitar, record that in. Record vocals. Stop the tracks that I want to start with. Now I've got those 3 Spitfire packs that are going. Stop it. Okay, so that's how I think I'm gonna do it. That squeak is very annoying. I think I'm gonna do that again and time it and make sure it's under 1 minute. I just timed it. It's milliseconds before 58 seconds. Woo! I'm now gonna basically practice actually playing it all live and getting everything. That's gonna be, yeah, it'll be fine. The only thing that's different to normal is that I'm using this as an instrument, so I have to go back and forward, which makes a big difference because, I mean, the time to do that and then click on the next clip. I've practiced it, I know what I'm doing now, I'm pretty sure I'm ready to film. I've decided to switch things up a bit and stand up for this. So it's looking exactly the same, just taller. I changed my mind. I'm sitting down. So I've turned the lights down in here and just put that one on and kept these on. And it looks kind of cool, and now it's darker. This shines up way more. Amazing, amazing. Okay, it didn't take too many takes to be fair. Like 4 or 5. And now I've got to do exactly the same thing, which won't be hard because I've been doing the same thing the whole time with the camera on this. Basically, I need another camera. Okay, I'm back in my little, little rack, my little desk again, and so I marked the take in red. I copied and pasted it over so I can show you what it looks like before and after. This is the one that there's absolutely nothing changed on that. That's how it is when I finish recording it, and that's what I've done to it. So literally all I've done is cut out here. So that's the mic and that's the guitar. So I'm not taking out any audio or editing any audio. I'm literally just taking out that because I record enabled these at the same time. So there's going to be noise in the guitar and there's going to be noise and leak in the mic. So I just wanted to get rid of that and make it clean and the same as when it finishes. Down here, and that's on, then a little bit here. There's nothing changes in what you hear. That's literally just for me being OCD and wanting it all nice and clean. So you can kind of see the process from starting out when I had no idea what I was going to do. I mean, I got up that drum rack and chopped up my vocal. I didn't end up using any of it. I might have had I been able to be a bit longer, but I just didn't have time to use it. I went through so many ideas of what to do with the brass and the strings. I did forget to mention when editing afterwards, I also, on the brass and strings, I didn't do too on the piano because I have a sustain pedal, but I don't from the push. So I just lengthened those end notes a little bit. And now all of that, all of the audio, the projects, all of the video is on the hard drive, and now I'm gonna go and edit it all together. I've currently spent about 3 hours editing all of this. It wouldn't usually take that long. Obviously it's because I'm doing the vlog part this as well. I'm about halfway there. It's all a process, it all takes time. It's Patreon of the video time. I've got you guys are all literally just behind my phone right now. I'm just literally just gonna scroll up and down. That's all land behind the phone. Patreon of the video is Liv Banneker. I hope I said your surname right. Liv, thank you so much. I freaking love you. Thank you so much for supporting me. I literally just can't say it enough. Thank you so much. If you guys enjoyed this, if you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for loads more videos. If you want to support my music and help me make these videos, head over to my Patreon, and I'll see you guys soon.